Today, we're diving into some exciting news about Samsung's upcoming One UI 7.0, which is set to be a game changer. There are some juicy rumors that One UI 7.0 might be taking some heavy inspiration from Apple's iOS 18 and Xiaomi's HyperOS. Let's get into the details. We are just a few months away from the official beta release of One UI 7.0, which will be based on Android 15. While Samsung has been tight-lipped about the specifics, a new leak from Chunna 8888 suggests that this version will borrow quite a bit from Apple's iOS 18 and even Xiaomi's HyperOS. This means we might see some familiar elements if you're an iOS user or a Xiaomi fan. One of the most exciting rumors is that One UI 7.0 will feature new iconography and a quick panel, similar to iOS 18. The icons are expected to be more rounded with a 3D look, much like what we see in macOS and VisionOS. This gives the interface a fresh and modern feel. The Quick Panel is reportedly getting a major overhaul. It's set to resemble iOS 18's Quick Panel, with circular icons that can be rearranged to your liking. This is a big change from the current design and should make it more user-friendly. Previously, it was reported that One UI 7.0 would bring two new features: App Lock and a vertical app drawer. App Lock will allow you to secure specific apps with a password or biometric authentication, adding an extra layer of security. The vertical app drawer is expected to make navigating through your apps more intuitive. Lock screen widgets are also being redesigned. They will feature more rounded shapes, making them visually appealing and in line with the overall design overhaul. Samsung is reportedly changing the notifications panel to a two-page design. The panel on the right will display notifications, while the one on the left will house quick setting toggles. This design is similar to Xiaomi's HyperOS, allowing you to switch between the notifications page and the quick setting toggles page by swiping left and right. This should streamline your interactions with the notifications and quick settings. The Stock Gallery app is getting a new icon that has a white background and a rainbow-colored flower, similar to iOS. This small change adds a touch of vibrancy to the app's look. The Camera app is also receiving a massive overhaul. Quick camera settings, which were previously scattered, will now be at the top when the phone is held in portrait orientation and at the bottom next to the camera modes. There will be a shortcut to expand and view quick setting options, making it easier to access the settings you need. Samsung could unveil One UI 7.0 at the Samsung Developer Conference SDC 2024, which is scheduled for October 3, 2024 at the San Jose Convention Center in San Jose, California. This event is a big deal, and we can expect Samsung to showcase all the new features in detail. The beta version of One UI 7.0 is rumored to release in September 2024. If all goes well, the stable version could roll out to most compatible phones and tablets before the end of the year. This means we could be seeing these exciting new features on our devices sooner than we think. That's a wrap on the latest rumors about One UI 7.0. From new iconography and quick panel designs to the revamped camera app and notifications panel, it looks like Samsung is gearing up for a major update that could make your device feel brand new. Are you excited about these changes? Let us know in the comments section below. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative and share it with your friends who are Samsung fans. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our upcoming videos. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, when you don't clearly expect any other major changes, we're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.